everybody, and welcome to the Smoking Chef. The Smoking Chef because of this red hot smoking apron I like to wear when I cook. Today we're going to be making chili. Just a nice basic southern chili with a couple of little twists I like to add to it. For the chili I'm going to make today, I'm going to need 1 can of ground beef, 1 can of diced tomatoes, 1 can of beef broth, 1 24-ounce can of tomato juice, 1 can of red kidney beans, 1 onion, 1 green pepper, 1 red pepper, 2 jalapenos. We're going to need chili powder, cinnamon, sugar, nutmeg, cumin, and basil, and salt and pepper. So I got to chop this onion, and because the first thing we're going to do is we're going to saute the meat with the onions. We want to render the onions real good before we put the other ingredients in, because onions tend to stay the hardest. So I'm just going to chop that real good. And I like to use sweet Vidalia onions because, I don't know, the purple ones are too strong. The white ones don't taste like anything, and they make me cry when I chop them. But a sweet Vidalia onion is sweet on the eyes. Alright, so I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in here, because otherwise the onions are going to stick to my pot, and, you know. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to saute the meat and onions together. And I use the 1/4 pound of, sometimes when I'm cooking my chili I do the sausage and ground beef mix, but this time we're just going to go, switch things up a little bit, because this go around what I want to do is add a little bit of beef broth to the mix, which is kind of a new thing, but what that's going to do is make a less tomatoey chili and a more rich, meatier chili. Pepper. Alright, the meat is about done, and we're going to add green pepper, both a red and green bell pepper, and a jalapeno. Okay, and now a little bit more of this tomato juice, beef broth, and get the rest of the tomatoes. And our friend, the dark red kidney beans. I like dark red better than the plain ones because they seem to have a more robust flavor. And then we're going to add some paprika. I've got a chili powder mix with a little bit of cayenne. And I've got a sugar and nutmeg and cinnamon mix. Not a lot though, you don't want it to taste like an apple pie. And then cumin, the magic Mexican spice. And one oddity is a little bit of basil. Adds a little bit of a nice green flavor to the chili. I love cumin. I tell you, there's just nothing that speaks of the richness of good Mexican food like cumin. It is that magical spice that some people say smells like dirty feet, but I happen to like it. I have a special ingredient for my chili, and a lot of people have often thought, oh, I like a peanut butter sandwich with my chili, but how about peanut butter in the chili? You don't really taste peanut butter necessarily. It's more of just adds a richness and a depth to it that you just, it's wonderful. And the other thing is that it adds a little sweetness to it, and it cuts through a lot of the heat. Even though you still get the heat, that peanut butter in there just really, really gives a richness to this wonderful chili. And Mm. What I like to do is get the chili up to a good boil for about 10 minutes, and it really cooks it up. Then you turn the heat down as low as you can go and let it simmer for probably a good hour. There's no limit to the time you can let it simmer. It just tastes better the longer you go. Alright, let's put the lid on this. I've got two special little creatures I'd like you to meet, the children. Let's go into the living room and have some Southern tea. Southern tea being a little bit of bourbon and Diet Coke. And let's meet the children. Hi, Barnabas. Hi, little chicken. Oh, I tell you, these are the little children. This is Barnabas and the little chicken. Barnabas is a creature of the night. He tends to stay in during the day and doesn't come out. Little chicken, though, he likes to party. Hence the party sticker on himself. But anyway, I try to make a happy home for the little children, and I bought them some plants last summer. And I brought them home. It was two twin philodendrons. They look just alike. They're over there. Sort of. And, you know, I killed them. But I thought that plants would keep the children company during the day and, you know, give them a little life to the apartment and all that good stuff. But what I did was I was over-watering them. I'd come home. They'd be a little bit droopy. And I would, you know, give them water because that'd make them smile. And they just died. Evidently, you're only supposed to water those suckers about once every 2 weeks, but I was watering them every day. But anyway, they're over there and they're dead. So tonight is Saturday night, so y'all can stay up a little bit later. And what does little chicken like to watch? He likes to watch Seventh Heaven. And I think it's because sometimes when I think that little chicken is upset about something, I look at him and I ask him, just like the mother on Seventh Heaven, "You feel like talking?" And he goes, and we talk. As you can see, he's very emotional sometimes. Or not. But, and Barnabas, he just likes horror films. In fact, he likes to sometimes chase the little chicken around with the butcher knife. And I've told him that the kitchen is off limits to him. He is not allowed to put the little chicken in the crock pot and tell him it's a hot tub. Yeah, had that happen once, and that's not a good thing. But Saturday night, we're going to have some Southern tea, smoke, and maybe we'll even watch a little bit of Seventh Heaven. Oh, cannot wait. Oh, that looks good. Let's give it a little bit of a stir and have a bowl of chili. All right. Now, the one important thing is that I'm going to do some garnishes on this. Alright, the garnish for this lovely chili is a little dollop of sour cream. I like a little more, actually. Some chives, not just for baked potatoes, and some cheese. And we are ready to eat. Alright, that's a beautiful bowl of chili. Let's see what this tastes like. I like to blend it in a little bit, get those chives down in there. Oh, that is so good. Let's go watch some TV and eat chili. No! Children, you're watching porn! Why are you doing this? I think we need to talk. You all go away. We'll talk next time. Thank you for joining us. Bye.